All right, everyone, and we're live. So the stream's gonna start up, and the announcement's actually gonna go out in like 15 minutes. But I'm already watching gold, and I already see some good potential for some trades, some setups that we're gonna be looking for. All right, gold's been moving like crazy. Live. So the stream's gonna start up, and the announcement's actually gonna go out in like 15 minutes. But I'm already watching gold, and there you go. Alrighty. Who's ready for the stream? Who's looking for some trades right now? Let me also hop in on here so I can see your guys' chats. Yo, what's up, MB? Introduce yourselves. I'm unfamiliar with a lot of you guys in here, so if you want to introduce yourselves with me. Whoops, I disconnected on accident. Let me start this up again. Alrighty. Yeah, so introduce yourselves. Haven't been here yet. First stream. Paraguay, nice to meet you. Here to listen, never traded Asia, so I have no idea what to expect. Excited to learn. Yeah, the reason why I traded Asia is if you're from the USA, right now for me it's 4:46 p.m. So it's just about to be 5 p.m. and I've been trading Asia for the last like 5 years. I've only traded gold as well, so unlike like Chris who trades NQ and ES, I'm primarily trading gold. Even when I'm trading futures accounts, I'm trading the futures version of gold because I've just been familiar with how to trade gold. That's what I learned how to do, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to show you guys that you don't have to be getting up early. Because like for USA traders, guys, New York is early morning. That's early morning. I do not like waking up in the morning. I don't know about you guys. I do not like waking up in the morning. That's like one of the worst things for me. So being able to trade Asia session just kind of helps me chill out. Another thing, if you guys have ever taken a loss, like doesn't that just, or like blown your account, it just gets to you psychologically. And especially being able to like come up from that and be happy throughout the rest of your day. When you started off your day with a loss, that's terrible. Like it's so hard to start your day off blowing your account and then expecting to, go about your day like nothing happened. It shoots you down and then you're just like depressed the whole day. By the way, how do I sound? Does my mic sound good? You guys hear me okay? Yes, sir. This is the actual setup. All right. Love to hear it. What do you guys normally trade? What pairs? Who deleting? Someone deleting the stuff? I mean, I guess just don't spam too much images so that we can actually read the chats. Miami in 2 weeks? Dang. Jose, you be traveling. Alright, let's wait for the audience to hop in. Okay, we're pulling back finally. So what we did right now is we came down below the open of the daily candle, made a deeper wick. So we can definitely start pulling back up here, but I am looking for more of a bearish pullback. I want to see it run down even lower than this. On the daily time frame, what I'm looking at right now, 4 hour, we have a fair value gap right here. And then on the daily, we disrespected a bearish IFVG. This one's been respected for quite some time, and I honestly didn't expect price to actually run straight through it like this. There was some huge buy side, and now I'm finally like, okay, now we can maybe be looking for all-time highs. But right now, we kind of have to adapt. We have to be open-minded. Just because we got a huge move doesn't mean it's going to continue running up. It most likely will continue running up, but there's still going to be an opportunity to get in trades for shorts. There's going to be opportunities to catch rebalances. So a lot of you guys are probably familiar with support demand concepts. I mainly trade for value gaps. So this is a concept taught by ICT. But I kind of tailored it to my own, like he doesn't trade gold. I learned how to apply it with gold, and especially during Asia session. Because during Asia session, like you see the volatility we're having right now. Asia session is when the daily candle actually expands. We get some sort of expansion either towards buy side, sell side, or both. Like we can run down right now, create a bearish daily candle right now, into whatever our target is, and then go run on buy side. So our objective during Asia session is to figure out where it's going. We got to figure out where it's going, catch the move towards the target. Then once we hit the target, then we sit back, wait for another setup, and then try to catch the move towards the real direction. Because right now, the real direction is buy side, right? We've been continually running towards buy side. It's going to continue running to buy side. Like, there should be no reason for us to just all of a sudden flip the narrative, right? And then the seasonal tendency is also really bullish right now. July is the biggest bullish month. I was saying I was going to full port. Yeah, me too. Marky, do you use SMT with copper or silver? No, I don't. I purely trade gold by itself. So for those of you that do that, you got to be really careful because gold often runs by itself. Something you can kind of use as an SMT or just kind of to figure out where gold's going to head is you can look at NQ and just see if NQ is really bullish, like especially during the news events. It usually does the exact opposite. So sometimes you can kind of like in the higher time frame determine where it's going to go in that day. Is it the same order flow with gold futures? Yeah, it is. It's just the price is slightly different, but it's the same exact order flow. You just use the regular gold chart, like this Forex.com chart, and then you go take a trade, like an execution on gold futures. I just don't like using the futures chart. It's a little bit different, just slightly, but it moves in the same exact direction. It's the same exact pair at the end of the day. How you guys doing today, though? What'd you guys do today? Where are you guys from? How many of you guys are excited to get a funded account? I think there's going to be a lot of benefits for the first buyers of this firm. And then also the first funded is going to get a plaque. So that's going to be dope to whoever gets funded first, which is obviously going to be me. I'm going to put it, like, I have an actual background right here. I don't know if it would work if I should. That doesn't work. I have some stuff on the wall, but I'll just deck out my walls with the funded plaques. I'm wiggling my feet waiting for you. What the hell? What the hell? When can we buy? Hope I can get funded. I need max allocation. What firms are you guys trading with right now? Because until Legacy comes out with their accounts, I'm just trading with TopStepX and my live account. But the only reason I'm able to trade live accounts right now is because I traded prop firms for literally the longest time. I used to trade with funding pips, and now I'm kind of transitioning over to max allocation with TopStep, working on some more combines, one combine at a time. Is that TopStep, TPT, or is that Take Profit Traders? 25K. Apex, Blue Guardian, Alpha, Opening Gates FX. There you go, Jose. Gates FX is crazy right now, guys. 100% deposit bonus is insane. But yeah, 7 minutes until we actually go hop into the charts and look for a trade. Let's see what it does. What do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think we're going to continue running down? On the daily time frame, this candle was so massive. And usually we come down, rebalance it. But because this is such a fat move, I'm thinking maybe it doesn't actually dig all the way down. So we just kind of look at like what's the closest fair value gap. This is the closest fair value gap on the daily time frame. So if price was to continue running higher and it wanted to run down a little bit, like it's showing us that it wants to go down. Like as soon as we swept this high, we just absolutely melted like crazy, So it's kind of showing us some strong sell side before we get a big move up. And this is also telling us that there's going to be a lot of volatility. 5 minutes left. I do want to see the 5 minute close under this level, because this is definitely disrespecting this bullish Reaper as well. And then if we do disrespect that and continue running lower, the highest thing that I would aim for is probably this. Let's see what we get, boys. Retrace, I feel, would this be a Reaper FEG? Yes, it definitely is. Take Profit Trader. Okay, Joe. Nice. Jose, you be stacking accounts. You're doing great. My brother wants me to deposit some money in his account. Gotta do what we gotta do. Give me a second, boys. And girls. What'd you guys do today, though? Anybody from outside of the USA? What time is it for you guys there? Alright, let me also share the stream link. We got 9 people watching from the YouTube. There you go. Nice sell side. Would you guys want to take a trade as soon as Asia opens? I'm from Paraguay. Nice. 8:55 p.m. Okay. Bakersfield, California. Yes, sir. That's pretty close to me. I think it's like 4 hours. I guess it's not too close, but pretty close. I'm from San Diego. Actually, Bakersfield might be even further. Pomona, nice. A lot of California traders. Tampa, Florida, nice. Welcome to the stream, everyone who's new. Introduce yourself in the comments. We're going to be going live on a daily basis, so you guys got to get familiar with me. You got to get familiar with my system, kind of to at least understand the basics of what I look for, so you can understand like my chart. You can understand the trades that I'm trying to take. It'll kind of be helpful for you guys so that you can see ahead of time. You can kind of improvise on the... Just make sure there's no volume here. 30-minute IFG. Yeah, we're looking for a 30-minute IFG. How do you use it over higher time frame IFGs or FVG? Not sure what you're saying there. Gold is right under some bearish 4-hour FVGs. Let's go check that out. Somebody said that gold is under some bearish 4-hour FVGs, so let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Zoom out and mark out the fair value gaps to the left. Oh, this is a great target. If it has not hit this yet, this is such a beautiful target. If it did hit this, then I'm definitely selling. Oh, I forgot about this area. Yo, I was looking for this for the longest time. Extend right. So look at this, guys. Right here, this is a fair value gap that is above like a literal bajillion liquidity. And we barely missed it. All right, no more sell side. Make sure you guys are not selling, because this is going to be a beautiful setup. My goodness. In 1 minute and 10 seconds, we open up. It doesn't look like we're going to close below it either way. So we're probably going to get some buy side, especially considering the fact that this is right at the open of the daily candle. So our objective is going to be catching a trade to sweep out this high right here, which is the high of the day, into this 4-hour. So that's what we're looking for, okay? Just get my account ready. Good observation, Ian, from the chat. Let's go. What's your YouTube channel? I think it's Full Send Traders as well. Or is it the trading? It's the Trading Dojo. The Trading Dojo. We just redesigned the thumbnails and the banner, so it's looking really clean right now. You can also find me on Instagram at Full Send Traders. That's my Instagram page. Do you have a breakdown of how you set up your charts pre-market on your YouTube? I just uploaded a video today. If you want, I can drop it in on one of my other YouTube channels. I have a personal and then the YouTube channel that I do with Chris. Me and Chris kind of run the Instagram page together. So we upload on the main YouTube channel together. That's where we stream as well. But if you want to see how I trade and how I break down the charts, this is what it goes off of right here. So mainly fair value gaps. If you haven't learned about fair value gaps, even if you trade something else, it's just helpful to see in the markets. Go low-key be blowing accounts at times. Yeah, the moves are crazy. And if you're looking for like any sell side when it's running only up, you're cooked. Like every trade that you're going to take is going to be a loss. Welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah, I go to San Diego at least once a year. Everybody does. San Diego's so beautiful. We got the beach here. Seattle, Washington, nice. I've been there. I went rock climbing in Seattle one time. Dope. Let's go. We got some sell side. This is perfect because we're expecting buy side, right? So now we're about to tap into this IFEG. We got another 30 minutes. I don't know if I want to wait out the 30 minutes because for this next 30-minute candle. Because this 30-minute candle right here does not have a wick. You guys see that? One of my favorite things to target. So I'm going to be looking for that. That's our first target. That's our TP1. And as soon as there we go. We tapped in. I'm going to be looking for some buy side from here. That's going to be my first position going in just a second. No need to stress us out too much. Kind of just looking for this. Our stop loss is just going to go under this low. And if we go under this low a little bit lower, then we're going to wait out just a little bit longer. But our first TP is this high right here from this IFEG. And then our second TP is the high of the day. And right above that is a 4-hour FEG. So we're going to be looking for buy side straight out from here. Let me toss that on my futures account as well.
Order filled.
There you go. Simple little, make sure your risk management's on point. This is a riskier setup because it's first into Asia session, literally 2 minutes into Asia. And like I said, our TP is going to be right above this high. So quick little trade right here. I'm pretty confident in this, at least early into Asia, that we're going to hit this high right here. That's when we go break even. That's when we chop off some partials. That was quick. I didn't expect us to have like a pretty decent setup so early into the session. Remember, risk management is everything. And also the reason why we also swept out this low right now, the reason why I'm looking for this long right now is because we respected this bullish FEG. Not only that, but we have a really beautiful target right here. And we're underneath the open of the daily candle. So before we run down on some sell side, I think we're going to tap into this FEG first because it's right above all that liquidity that we have to the left hand side. You guys see that? So let's hope that we get a pullback right here. Early Asia session. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, we still in the trade? We didn't get our SL hit? No. It's definitely going to sweep this out real quick. Let's see. On the Forex chart, it did sweep out the low already. So that was fast. But yeah, I am still looking for that bullish narrative. We'll look for some confirmation for a second trade. I was just expecting that early into Asia session, especially because we have no wick on this candle, we would at least rebalance this before running a little bit lower. Like I said, on the future chart, my trade is still active. But on the Forex one, if you're trading Forex, that would have taken you out. Let's see. Maybe find a little lower time frame confirmation here. I had no idea you were live. Yeah, I don't have access to do announcements just yet, but I will be able to send those out probably next week. Do you ever layer in? If the trade gives me a lot of IFEGs as I'm running up, then yeah. But first entry is always like pretty low risk, and then we layer in. No, I'm not stressed about this. I'm looking forward to a good move right now. And I'm still in the trade. Let's get it. Okay, we're getting some more sell side. This might be the course of action right now, but I think it would want to tap into these 4 hour before it actually runs on sell side. So all we have to do is be a little patient and wait for a confirmation now. This would have been a really good opportunity to get into a trade, and I do think that we're going to rebalance this. So it's leaving targets that I love seeing in the chart so that I could actually aim for. Yeah, so you can kind of see the difference between the futures and the Forex chart. This one's already like pretty far after the low, like a good like 10 pips, and this one hasn't gotten there yet. This can definitely be a pretty dangerous session as well. Okay, let's see. Swept out the low. If we still get a pullback into this fair value gap right here, I will still be looking for a buy from just this fair value gap, just because this target is something that I always see corrected before a move. The market doesn't like leaving these wicks without candle or without wicks. These candles without wicks is what I meant to say. So let's see. You don't think the previous high was liquidity sweep for a downside movement? That depends. Like overall, I think it would want to give us some downside, but there's a really good high. So even though this was swept right here, there's one more that's slightly higher. You know, like I was showing you guys on the 4 hour time frame. All this liquidity is what was swept right now. It's not just this high. Like literally all this liquidity got taken out, but there's a fair value gap right here that's slightly higher. And if the market actually wants to move down, it's going to tap into this fair value gap 100%. So what we're going to be looking for right now is some confirmation and a long to this high and a little bit higher. So that first trade was really tight stop loss. I hope you guys didn't get cooked, especially on futures. We're still in the position. We're just now going to be looking for some sort of like momentum into it. Usually early into Asia session, you can get like a quick tap because there was no fair value gaps lower. So I'm not expecting that it would run down a little bit lower. Like this low right here is the only thing that's kind of like preventing it from running down to the next fair value gap. So now we're actually going to wait for some confirmation and then take the trade towards this buy side and the fair value gap right above. Let me also mark it out on this chart. We can scale back down. Okay. I'm going to go to the 1 minute and I'm going to look for a IFG on the 1 minute time frame. and then I'm going to hop in my second position. Like this is the first IFG on the 1 minute time frame that we're going to look for. It's a little confusing, but honestly, if you watch that video, you'll kind of understand how fair value gaps work.
Order filled.
Make this position a little lower. Let's see. So my extension tool right here, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to come up above this, kind of like a supply demand. So once it jumps up above this, it'll flip the fair value gap and then we'll run up towards buy side. That's our confirmation on the lower time frame, because we tried getting into a position right here off of the 30-minute fair value gap, but it just ran a little bit lower. That's totally fine. And this was the fair value gap that we were using right now. So there's still about 20 minutes left, and we're expecting it to just pull up here. Potentially the 30-minute might close here or a little bit higher, and that's when we are looking for this continuation move higher. Let's see. Especially because we swept out this low. It's mainly ICT concepts, inner circle trader. Never seen this style of trading. I usually do breakouts. This is fascinating, but I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, dude. Honestly, fair value gaps are much simpler than you think. And it's kind of like breakout retest, but it's breakout retest with a specific zone. And these fair value gaps are really strong. You'll see all that price has to do to respect it. It's it literally fills it up to go lower. So if it's bearish, market's going to close inside of it. If it's bullish and it wants to go higher, it's going to close above it. And then once the candles close above it, this bearish fair value gap turns into a bullish one. So you'll see if it closes below it right now and it wants to go lower, it's going to keep running down. But if it closes above it, it's kind of showing us that it wants to go higher. So we wait for this to close above, and then we can actually get into some higher risk positions. But you can see we tapped into it and we got some sell side already. Right? So if you're bearish, you're looking for lower time frame fair value gaps to support your entry, to give you sniper entries. If you're bullish, you're looking for bearish fair value gaps to get flipped. So market comes up above, taps back into it, and then continues higher. That's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for this to still come up there. Even though it just gave us a sign of sell side, we're still bullish on this position. We want to see it close up above, hit the target that we're looking for right above this high. It could just be the manipulation phase of Asia session. We swept out the high, now we swept out the low, then we run towards the target, and people are thinking, oh, we're going to keep running up, because we're bullish. Market has been running up. And that's when we actually get some sell side. So I think in today's daily candle, I'm going to be looking for sell side, majority sell side, but I'm not going to be hopping into sell positions until we tap into this fair value gap. So let's see if we get it here. I pretty much trade the same way. I use supply demand zones instead of fair value gaps, but the supply demand zones I look at always have a fair value gap to it attached to it. Yeah, they do. It's really similar, and oftentimes the only difference is being more precise, because usually you guys are using, as your supply demand, you're using a previous built up lows, and that can often be liquidity. I'm not sure exactly how supply demand is or breakout retest, but usually I see them using highs and lows or zones like this, right? But these kind of zones, it's also just liquidity. So instead of using these zones as your supply demand, you just make it a little more precise. And there's no fair value gaps here, but if you were instead to just use a fair value gap, then you wouldn't really confuse yourself, like this fair value gap right here. You can see that the market came down, respected it with its wicks, and then continued running higher. And same thing right here. Like we respected it and then ran down a little bit. But it doesn't really matter that it did that on the 1 minute time frame if the overall like target right now is that 4 hour that I mentioned. Let's go back to the 1 minute here. But on the 4 hour, we have a target right here. So like I said, we're going to be looking for this, and our entry is going to come in, like my main entry. I'm already in with like 8 right here. I'll probably drop in another like 10, another little mini. So as soon as this closes up above, we have our entry, and then we're going to look for longs. The same long that we were looking for the first time. It's just that we tried getting in a little too early. And that's totally fine. A lot of you guys weren't even in the stream when we took that first trade. So you guys don't even know. And then on the 5 minute, we also have a fair value gap. So this is the 30 minute one, right? There's still 15 minutes until the 30 minute closes. Then we look for this 1 minute to close above. And then we look for the 5 minute to close above. And then we just kind of ride it. We just sit back, stop overcomplicating things, and enjoy the ride. So like I said, as soon as we close up above this, that's when we're getting into our position. Come on. 7, 6. Just close above, close above, close above. Okay, it respected it one more time, so we have to be a little patient. We got to be patient. I think it's going to run up anyways, but we got to be patient here. What'd you guys eat today? I look, you just had an apple. Some chicken and an apple after. Neil, you're a grown man. Set your own stop loss. Yeah, literally, bro. If I'm understanding you're looking at a buy position, yeah, I'm looking for buys. I have my stop set right now, but a little lower than I would want. Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with that. Make sure you're not risking more than the usual. Big baller move, tied it up. Riding this like it right. All right, let's not be gay. Where the mods at? We gotta delete this one right here. Gay. Crazy stuff. All right, come on. We got a new bullish for rally gap. That's something. Let's see if we respect this one. Not at all. 45, 44. We're digging straight through it. We literally tapped it, but like this isn't really, I guess on the 15 minute it's an IFEG right here. It's not really something that I would use as a sell. 20 seconds left. Gonna send this to the back as well. If you double click it, you do visual order and you do send to back, it's gonna get out of your way and then it's gonna be behind everything else, which is super convenient. Okay, so we did respect this bullish one. You guys see that? We respected it. All that we need now, like in my A+ setup, is even though we respected a FEG, I also want to see an IFEG. So this one right here, once it closes above this one, IFEG in the chat. Spam IFEG in the chat if we're about to get this entry right here. Because I'm going in. I'm going in with the risky position. I'm even going to move my stop loss up a little bit because I am pretty confident in this one. And like I said, we're aiming for this right here. This rally gap up here above these highs. This was just a manipulation leg. This first bearish move was just a manipulation leg. Let's look for that buy side. 13, 12, 11. Just got my funded account. Can trade only tomorrow. Hey, sucks for you, buddy. Lock in. You got to be trading live accounts when your funded account is in the process of onboarding. Okay, there we go. We got it. I'm going to just hop in right now. Bang.
Order filled.
Order filled. Order filled. We tapped into it. Let's see if we run. Let's see if we run. We got our entry. Bang, boys. Entry in the chat. Boom, we tapped into it. Let's see it expand now. Like I said, make sure we first TP right here. That's going to be our first TP. Let's ride. We respected this IFVG, we respected an FVG. This is just a bullish FVG. And then we created an IFVG right here, closed above it, tapped back into it right here. And now we're expecting price to run up higher. So let me make a new one of these. We're stop loss down to like this low, to be honest. We don't want to see this low taken out anymore. So I'm risking about 300 on this trade. There you go. We're respecting the IFVG. Let's hope we get some buy side now. First TP is this right here. Second TP is the high. Let's see. Order failed. Order failed. Order failed. There you go. Let's go. I can't believe this position survived, to be honest. Because it low-key dug that low so hard on the Forex chart. Spam IFVGs in the chat if you took this trade. Spam IFVGs in the chat. Let's go. All right, we got our first entry, or second actually entry of the stream off of a 1 minute IFVG. So let's see how this trade plays out. We're taking longs, expecting that this sweep of liquidity right here was a manipulation leg. So we got a manipulation leg. Now we're expecting a bullish manipulation leg to take out these equal highs into a 4-hour FVG. That's our TP for this stream. Let's see if we get it. I'll update you guys a little later. Let's go. Yes, sir. IFVG's in the chat. Nice. You guys see that pullback? That's a lot of buy side if I've ever seen some. It doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like much, but this is some big boy money coming into the market right now. I'm low-key excited for this trade. We're gonna make some money. We're gonna make some good money right now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're rising, boys. Yes, we are. How many of you guys have actually heard of fair value gaps before? How many of you guys use fair value gaps in your trading style? I know a lot of you guys come from Mamba FX, so Mamba FX definitely trades a little different. And that's why we kind of want to show you guys it doesn't really matter what our system is. Like Chris trades similar to me. Nick's trades similar to Mamba FX and Luca. So they're going to be trading completely different from me and Chris. But it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We kind of mastered our system. We know what to expect from the market. And we just go in every day looking for the same thing that we've been looking for, you know? Like I've seen these setups play out over and over again. That's why I'm confident in taking them. I do. Never before. Sometimes I trade key levels similar to FVGs. Let's see what we got on the 1 minute time frame here. Don't want to overcomplicate the chart. Don't want to make it too messy. I like keeping the chart clean. We already know what we're looking for, right? This 30-minute time frame has yet to close below this IFVG right here. So like in the larger span of things, we're also bullish on the 30-minute time frame because of this little IFVG right here. And that's why it's kind of staying around this area. It's not moving higher than this area because this 30-minute candle still has 5 minutes to close. Once those 5 minutes close, there might be a little more of a manipulation leg right now, and then it's going to run. You know, the manipulation leg would just be the wick being created on the new 30-minute candle, and then it runs. But you can see that it's staying around this area. Why? Because there's a FVG here. You guys might have never heard of it, but FVG is genuinely like they are respected in the market. You can see it sits around here, and even if it runs up, it's probably going to come back down around this area until the 30-minute candle like closes and the new one opens. And then we only use the lower time frames for entries to make it a little more precise, like this right here. You can see this IFG that I was looking for earlier that we didn't get our second entry off of the first time is because it didn't close above it. It didn't close above it the second time. But then the third time it did close above it, and now you can see that it closed above it. All these wicks are respecting it. You guys can see that? It's tapping into it and it's respecting it. It's pushing higher from there. So that's what we're looking for now. We got in with 18, so that's going to be a little under 2K TP. That might be enough to pass the account. And once that new 30-minute candle closes, if I see some good buy side right now, I'll get in. I'll get in for some more risk, but this is beautiful buy side right here. Like I said, let me go over the target again. We're looking for this high, and we're looking for the 4-hour FEG above to get tapped into. Can you tell the TP and SL? Yes, of course. The TP on this trade is the 4-hour FEG. So if you can go to the 4-hour time frame and mark out the fair value gap, that's all the way to the left-hand side, right above all these highs right here. It's this gap right here. You guys can see that? It's the gap right there. We barely missed it. This is not a wick. This is my execution tool. So we barely missed it right here, and there's equal highs. So right above these relatively equal highs, because technically this one swept it out, is this 4-hour FEG. So we're expecting price to tap into that. And low-key, if you guys would be down to like wait it out with me, I'm going to be also selling. Once this taps in, I'm going to be flipping around completely on buys, and I'm going to sell. And that's risky to do on gold, you know, because gold has been running up like crazy. But this is such a good like 4-hour FEG. This is going to be a beautiful sell side opportunity. I'll be around. Nice. Yeah, genuinely, I believe in the sells today, especially after what we got like prior to Asia session. We got that fat move down. Like this fat move down before Asia session even started. Come on. You're lying to me if you're telling me that we ain't going to get some sell side after that. Nice. We're already running from our second entry like 20 pips now. So that's already pretty beautiful. You'll also see right now what I mean. Once we hit this area right here, we're definitely going to pull back a little bit. So that's why I want you guys to at least take off a little bit of the position and maybe wait for the next 30-minute candle to open at least. Let's see. So when trading gold, would you recommend using the Forex chart? Yes. The Forex.com chart, ICT said that's the official chart. He's been watching it for much longer than me. He said that's the official chart that actually, like, you know, you can mark out for value gaps. I don't think there's like an actual chart, but I've been watching that this chart is the most precise with fair value gaps because you kind of have to be really specific, you know? If the candles close above it, like just barely, you have to know. You have to know that it closes above it. Like I said, don't be afraid of this sell side right now because what do you guys see right here? This is the 30-minute time frame. In 30 seconds, it's going to close and the new one's going to open. So the new 30-minute candle might also want to tap into this area right here, into this fair value gap. So like I said, it's normal if we get a little bit of sell side before that new 30-minute opens. As soon as that 30-minute opens, it's probably going to tap in, and then we're going to actually run up. Let's see, let's see. We're in premium of the 1-minute range right now. Yeah, we are in the premium of this 1-minute range, but at the same time, I think the 30-minute candle without a wick is much more significant, and we're not exactly looking for sells, so it doesn't matter that we're in the premium of this range. We're in the discount of this range. You see, we're not in the premium yet. Didn't sleep all night just waiting for your stream. This Ebrock from Ethiopia, big love. Hey, I know. I saw the Marky trades. That's my YouTube channel. I was like, editors out there taking trades too. I'm not the only one hustling, guys. The editor's hustling out. Okay, first TP is about to get hit. This is probably just going to be 30 pips. Yeah, 30 pips, a little over 30 pips from the entry. Did anybody actually take a loss on the first trade that we took? Did anybody get their SL swept out? If you've never traded gold before or this kind of method but want to trade with you later this week, what would you recommend as your position size? Well, I trade really low risk. If you saw that first trade, even if it would have taken me out, I would have lost 130 bucks. You know? I didn't actually layer in until I saw some confirmation. And that's the kind of same style. Like, I don't want you guys to be super conservative and not risk anything at all, you know? If you want to make money, you kind of have to take, like, decent risk. But you want to take risk when you know it's the A+ setup, not when it's just starting off, you know? Once you see confirmation after confirmation. Hey, Luca's in the chat. W's for Luca. W's for Luca in the chat, guys. Hey, 4-1. People are spamming 4-1. You guys know Luca? It looks like the Forex chart is going to take out Devil's Mark before futures. Yes, sir. That's what you call it. There you go. Futures is up here. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I'm expecting buy side either way, even though we sweep this out. But it's just our first TP off this IFEG. Just to chop off some partials. And if you have a good entry like me down here, then we can even go break even here. Because if it taps back down, we'll get another entry, you know? No rush, because we're expecting it to come up above this bearish FEG and hit the highs. We're expecting that anyways. Let's see if we get some sell side. We just tapped it. I'm going to close 5.
Order filled.
Order filled. And my position's even lower now. So now I'm going to go break even. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and we're running. But just an observation. Yes, of course, bro. This is a new IFEG once we close above. You can see it, guys. I told you. If we want to run down right now, it's going to run down. Because like now we took out this wick or this candle with no wick. It's always a target. Like the reason why we were able to catch this trade right now is because we were aiming for this 30-minute candle without a wick. Like you can see we might even get some sell side right now because this new 30-minute candle hasn't tapped into the 30-minute FEG yet. So we can totally run straight through this and tap into the 30-minute. Because we hit our target, you know? Now I'm just holding the rest of this because I'm confident that the overall target's going to be up here. If it taps in, I'll get another entry, no worries, you know? That's the kind of mindset you got to have. We already secured a little bit of profit, you know? That wasn't too much. We just tapped. On the future chart, you can see we hit that candle with no wick. And then we started pulling back down. So we're going to be a little more patient here. So, because it can definitely run down and take out this low. We're not going to get in right away. We're going to wait for more confirmation towards buy side. Let's see. New 30-minute candle. So if you haven't been previously looking for candles with no wick, that's such a good target for you guys. That background is dope. Yes, sir, Luca. Gold buys are same as him, bro. Yes, sir. I gotta head out. This was great. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, Jess. Hop in some more streams whenever you're free. Arthur's in gold buys too. Let's go. 130 away from passing the 25K. Gel, let's get you funded today. I think we still got a lot of potential for buy side. You know, this is only the beginning of the move. Did that take us out? It did take us out. And did we tap into the 30-minute? What? Did it glitch out or something? How did this take me out? Oh, because futures is a little different, I guess. So the futures chart actually had more sell side than the Forex chart had right now, which is kind of crazy. What do you guys think is going to happen? Are we respecting this IFEG, I mean? Okay, let's refresh. Let's refresh. We're starting fresh right now. 30 minutes, still there. Okay. $72. We chilling. We chilling. First low trade. Hit break even. Now we're just waiting. Let's see if we tap back into this 30 minute or we respect this IFEG on the 1 minute. It's a huge IFEG. You see this? And maybe if we close up above this, I'll be looking for another entry. Just like that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we didn't close above it. So we can be patient. We can chill. We can chill out. Thank you for that knowledge with the no wick. I'm telling you guys, that's a really good thing to pay attention to. No wick is a really good target. You saw that as soon as we swept that out on the future chart, we instantly pulled back. Why? Because that's a target. That's a significant level in the market. It's something that the algorithm, as soon as that hits, market's moving away from it. Okay, we got a rebalance right now. You guys see this? Another confluence that you guys may not know I meant. It's a rebalance. You guys know I look for fair value gaps. So there's a concept that if the market comes down and taps the previous wick, making sure no new fair value gap forms, then it can continue going higher. But we'd obviously have to see it pull back up, create the IFEG. So it kind of works with IFEGs, rebalance, IFEG. In this case, we got the rebalance, but market wants to move down. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get in again off of the 30 minute. Right there. Off this 30 minute IFEG. We also just swept out a low on the 1 minute time frame. This looks pretty good as well. Swept out some liquidity. As soon as we tap into this, I'm gonna go in. Actually, maybe not. I don't want to catch the falling knife again. Okay, we tapped it. I'm gonna go in with a low risk, just like usual.
Order filled.
Boom. Drag it to the low again. And then let's see if we start getting some buy side from here. If we close up above this IFEG, I'm going to be going in. Bang. Let's get rid of everything else. Clean up the charts. Big positions coming in once we close above this IFEG. I actually like the fact that our first trade got taken out. So you guys can see how well the market respects IFEGs. That's the same thing we used for our first trade. We tapped into this thing again. And now if we pull up and get some lower time frame confirmation, we'll go in for the setup. We got another little one right here. But this is below this one. So when you're looking for an IFEG, you want to use the highest one in the move. It's extremely not correlated. What was that? Would you hop in, bro, if you're me and late? We just got another entry. What do you mean you're late? That is a buy. We are just looking for it to close up above this for our second entry. We tapped into this, so that's already enough for a swing trade. Low risk. $120. That wouldn't really make a difference. Once we get confirmation, then we get in with a trade that makes a difference. Somebody said, I don't know who told her, but my ex called me as soon as I took the trade. Hey. Somebody's ex is out there trying to take the signals. What the hell? I literally just got in. Good entry, Jose. That's a good entry. Yeah, somebody's girl, bro. Come get this girl. Golly. All right, who's ready to make money? Because this is too good right now. This is way too good. Let's go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Let's close above this. Our SL is going to go below the low again. This is just going to be our entry for this trade right here on the 30-minute time frame. Remember, because we're using higher time frame confirmation like this, we want to make sure we factor in for the higher time frame. So our low is going to be under the low. And we're still not going in until we obviously close above this damn thing. Come on. That's a rebalance right there. That's a rebalance. And this is the IFG that's a little bit lower. You see that? But it didn't really respect it. Rebalance. Closed above the IFG. Come on. Let's see our entry right after it closes above this thing. The reason why I'm so confident in this setup is because I know there's going to be sell side later. And it's going to fake out so much people. How did you learn this strat? I learned some of the concepts from ICT. And I went and like kind of, because I love trading gold. ICT doesn't trade gold. So I tried to figure out with the fair value gaps, which made a lot of sense to me, how I can trade on gold. Don't share your profits with her, little bro. Yeah, you heard that one? Don't share the profits. I think it's time for the magnet method. Hey, yo! We can't teach them that. There we go. And we're in. Let's go. Let's go in with some more risk this time because I feel like the second time around.
Order filled.
Order filled. Boom. Risking 600 once again. And our TP is going to be 3,000 this time. So we got that IFG that we were looking for. We're in our entry and we're looking for longs. There you go. Let's run. Let's run it up. 3405 is our TP. And then on the 30-minute time frame, we want to see this close above the fair value gap. So we want to see it just like I just showed you guys on the lower time frame. When it closes above fair value gaps, we want to see it close above this one on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, guys? That's our second TP of the stream. So that first one was the 30-minute candle with no wick, right? We're already there. Now we're going to catch this trade right here, which is going to be to the 30-minute fair value gap, closing above that one. Nice, we're already up 290 there. Once it closes above, that's when we can go break even, take a little bit of partials, and then we hold to the actual TP. I'm excited for this trade, boys. Who's in again? Spam W's in the chat if you're in. Let's go. Spam W's if you're in the trade. Let's go. So we're already running in profit, and this was our entry from the first level right here. Once we got our entry, now we're expecting it to close above this IFG, and then we got it on the 1 minute time frame as well, which is where we actually got in, aiming for the 4 hour. Let's see if this trade hits. Update you guys even later. Let's go, boys. Up my old salary. Yeah. Hey, somebody mentioned that we were going to reveal the magnet strategy. We can't use the anchor, unfortunately, but I think I have a different method. By the way, people on Discord, are you able to see my cursor? Or are you only able to see the... Are you able to see my cursor on the trading view chart? Oh, okay, you can see it. Nice. Just making sure, because that wouldn't have been too nice if you guys couldn't see it. So what is the magnet strategy that somebody was talking about? Essentially what you do is wherever your TP is, you drop a magnet and you pull price towards the TP. This sell side is okay because we're looking for it to tap in, right? We just got in off the IFG. Sometimes price runs without tapping back into the IFG. Let's see if tapping back in is what's going to cause it to go back higher. Respected a little for value gap right there. Let's go tap into the IFG. You know what was fun, guys? When I was live with Nick and Chris. That was fun. We caught a banger on gold. It was similar to this. We were aiming for a 4-hour FEG above. And we just took a 1-minute entry. It was super fast. Like, as soon as the market Asia session opened, we tapped into that 1 minute and got into the trade. I posted a little reel on that. What is the risk to aura reward? What is the risk to aura reward, guys? This trade has unlimited aura. This trade has unlimited aura. Our second TP is right up there. Yes, sir. By the way, guys, on YouTube, there we go, we tapped in. If you guys want no delay, because I'm pretty sure YouTube has a little bit of a delay. If you want no delay, hop into the Discord. You'll hear what I'm saying right away. Does anybody here trade live accounts? Who trades with a live account here? Fabian, nice. What broker do you use? Oh, dang, we got a lot of live account traders. I'm on my live now. Hey, me too. Me too, Loki. Because the funded account, you got to wait a little bit for the payout. But we love funded either way. I would not be able to trade live if I wasn't trading funded. Hero FX, but I have a Gates account too. Nice, Fabian. You guys use Gates as well? Gates is crazy, guys. They got a 100% deposit bonus. I can't wait to scale in and trade a bunch of accounts on. We pulled back pretty deep, but we're still inside of the IFEG. We're still respecting it. See, the futures chart is so different. Maybe because the futures chart is trying to respect the fair value gaps here. It's trying to stay above this 30-minute one. I trade demo. Hey, it's cool. We all started there. If you don't have the capital to toss money into a live account, that's where you go with a 5K funded account and you just scale that up. You make a few $200 payments until you can toss $200 into a live account. Even with $200 in a live account, you can make some good money. Even with $100. Nice. Nice. I'm going to move it down because technically my entry on futures is much lower. So let's go. Macro's about to start. That's another concept. I don't want to overcomplicate you guys though. I'm going to just say that it's going up or down. You guys do the rest of the work. You guys didn't answer me earlier. What did you guys eat today? What live accounts do you use as well? I use Liquid. 24K markets. That's a dope one. Yogurt and banana smoothie. Hey. Fabian on a diet. Fabian trying to cut. Fabian trying to get some abs. Bro, I forgot what I ate. Damn. My mom made some food for me in the morning, not gonna lie. But then I had some chicken rice. I'm bulking right now, can't keep track. Dang. Bro just be tossing stuff in his mouth. Bro don't even look, he's like, how's the trade looking? Oh snap. Oh snap. This first pullback was really good though. Lower the opacity, honestly. Okay, if it's moving down, where do you guys think it's going? Maybe because a no 30-minute candle is closed inside here with their bodies, only the wicks tapped into it. So maybe now a 30-minute candle wants to close here. Oh, also, it is the macro time. So usually a macro sweeps out some sell side. I'll scale in some more on this. That might actually take me out though. Let me scale down. Make sure that I'm safe here. Oh yeah. I am not safe. I am not safe here. Because I'm expecting the macro to actually take out this low. Do we move the stop loss? No, we don't move the stop loss. It's probably going to sweep out, but you don't want to move your stop loss like because it can dig so much lower. So if you try to like dodge it by moving your stop loss, you'll probably just lose more money. Instead of trying to dodge the sell side, you just wait for the buy side and then you get into another trade. Like just like we got in off this first trade, it's just a little unfortunate it wasn't time yet. It wasn't time yet for us to run up. You know, I was expecting now we're finally going to run up and close above, keep going higher. But we didn't do that. It's not time yet, but I'm still expecting that to happen. And maybe we get lucky here. Maybe it doesn't sweep us out. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy stuff right there. From the depths. We survived. It's on my entry. Nice. On my pyramid. 10 more minutes for the 1 hour closure. That's true. That's true. 1 minute closure. Let's get it. This might be it. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. We survived that position. Let's go all the way. Can I trade it on my futures account? Yes, you can trade gold on your futures accounts. It's just called MGCQ25 or whatever it is called on whatever you're trading on. Whoo! Okay, so let's get rid of these. It respected this one, you can see that. We tapped into a new IFG, I believe. No, we just barely missed it. But we did tap into this one. That's a new one as well. Now we're tapping into the lower one. We're going to keep running up from here. 20 people watching on YouTube. Introduce yourselves. What are you guys doing today? What do you guys normally trade? Come on. Come on, come on. It's not even possible to see what's going on the 1 minute chart on futures. Golly. Okay, so we might actually be sweeping out this sell side. So if we are doing that, we're going to take a loss on the second entry. Let's see. Once again, future chart is doing whatever it wants. We're still chilling there. And then we swept out some liquidity on the 1 minute time frame. Let's hope this is enough this time. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Let's see. We have 5 minutes until this 30-minute candle closes. Optimally, we want to see it close as close to this fair value gap as possible. I think it was at 3406. TP3. I'm going to leave that just like that. And then we're going to actually mark out the setup on here. Oh, this is good, guys. Not gonna lie, this is good. We're chilling. I forgot about the 5 minute. You guys remember I mentioned earlier we had a 5 minute IFVG right here? I forgot about that. Ah, the stress is gone. Stress is gone. We're respecting the 5 minute. Let me make sure my stop loss is below that on here. I don't even see no 5 minute. I don't see nothing here. This is so dumb. Mohammed, yo, Marky, you remember me? I took the same trades with you. There's a lot of people that be taking the same trades as me. We got 30 people in the chat. You're still in the buy? Yes, I'm in the buy. Oh! Wait. Was I sharing my entire screen? Yeah, you guys can see that. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. It's going down. MNQ, yes. I'm trading MNQ, the gold. Or MGC. I'm not trading NQ, sorry. I'm trading gold. I almost lost my $10, bro. You can't be losing your monthly payment right there. Monthly salary on the line, bro. Sheesh. Three more minutes until the 1 hour closes. I'm the sniper. Sniper.
Order filled.
Damn. Order filled. Order filled. So, I make your 12-month salary in a year. I make your 12-month salary in a year. Okay. We're technically still respecting this 5 minute. So all we have to do is wait for this 1 hour candle to open, figure out where it's heading, and I'm getting in again. I don't know about you guys. This is still in my range of trades to take for the day. Come on. Come on. Gold is destroying us, man. I don't know who's us, but because I'm confident we're gonna cook this up right now. What's up, Marky? What's up, Alex? Good to have you in the stream. One minute left on this. 5 minutes still being respected. The 30 minute is still being respected as well. Let's see if there's anything on the 1 hour. Nothing crazy on the 1 hour. Okay, let's see. 1 minute left. Like if it stays inside of this thing, that's just showing you guys that we're still positive for this. We just got in with a lot of manipulation. We got the sell side and the buy side into this first target. 4 hour bullish FVG. 4 hour bullish FVG. There ain't no 4 hour bullish FVG. Not close, at least. $14, $13, $12, $9, $8, $7. You can see that we're kind of staying above the midpoint of this 5 minute. So that gives me a lot of confidence. Once this next minute opens, we might get some like sell side. There you go. And that's enough for me, personally.
Order filled. Order filled.
There you go. I saw under the low, TP at the same spot. We're actually going to get it this time. I'm not going to go in with 30 this time, 3 minis, because I already took a loss. So you want to constantly scale your risk down, and this would be probably the last trade for me if I get cooked right here. But because we've been respecting this 30-minute and the 5-minute right here, I'm pretty confident that we're going to run up from here. Make sure your risk management is good and you're not over-risking on the trade so that you can survive until the real move happens. Like, we could just place one really low-risk trade and just hold it, you know? But what we want to see is... I mean, I'm putting some risk on the line, you know? I want to see a fat bullish candle. Where's our fat bullish candle at? That's my question. Where that fat bullish candle at? Wait, does it make a difference that it's Forex and Oanda? Because Oanda, there's 4 are bullish. I think there is a difference. I personally always trade with the Forex comp chart. Because ICT taught us for value gaps. ICT's the one that's been watching this for a while. So he knows. He knows. Finally. ICT knows, like, because he's just been watching for a while and he knows what charts respect fair value gaps. He said that the Forex com charts are the ones that you should use. So since I learned that information, I have not went back from the Forex comp charts. Yes, gold just being gold. Yes, of course, Jose. Do you guys trade M and Q during London opening session, 8 p.m. EST? Typically, you want to trade it during New York session after the red folder news. So if there's red folder news, like this, that's when you want to trade it during Thursday after the news. That's when there's going to be the most volatility in the market.
Filled.
Let's see. Oh, it actually dug into the low there. I don't think I want to be trading any more than 1% on this account today. But I'm still... That's crazy that it actually dug the low right there. Pretty big difference considering the fact that I believe that this is still going to run up. So unfortunate. I'll just trade live for the rest of it. I do have some positions on my live account that are where we entered the first time because I haven't been managing that one. Let me take it off the charger. So I do have positions where we entered the first time. We're still going to make a profit on the live account. That's just a little unfortunate that I won't be able to survive on this futures chart. Unless I enter with like one.
Order filled.
Let's still catch like one little micro. Why not? Goes to show some days it's going to be a little more difficult than other days to get into the setup. Did you guys get cooked because you were trading futures as well? My Forex Factory shows red folder news on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday. 20 to 26. Are you sure that's for USD though? Because these are the filters that I have. Maybe you're seeing some news for a different currency like Euro. Even then, I don't have any other news events. Did I turn something off that I wasn't supposed to? Are you sure? Or are you looking at the previous week? Or maybe you're looking at the next week. Nah. This week only has Thursday red folder news. Woo! Yes, but it's okay. A little good risk management. Yep, we gotta have good risk management because there's gonna be setups later. There's gonna be setups in the next day, especially because it's not giving it to us right away. Especially after a big move down, then it's probably not gonna give us a setup. You know, we don't want to be over risking. Are you long on gold? Yes, we're long on gold. That's what we're looking for. Tomorrow Powell talks, but that's it. Wait, where? Why is my Forex Factory not showing that then? It's only an orange folder. Bro, I can't believe Forex and Oanda are so different because on Oanda 1 hour and we're in a bearish IFG. This can't be real, bro. Yeah, I know. I felt the same way when I discovered that. I was like, damn, I've been looking at the wrong charts. Because every time I open up TradingView, watch this. It opens to Oanda. So for the longest time, I was only trading on Oanda. And I was like, oh, hell no. There's no way I've been lied to this whole time. But one of the things that Forex.com does that Oanda doesn't is it hides the gaps. So you're not going to see new week opening gaps on Forex.com charts. Let's get it. That's gay. Actually, forgive me. Forgive me for saying that. This is consolidation right here, so it's just accumulating. It's not the optimal area that we want to be in for a trade. Very difficult to trade inside of this area. And this might be because we had a huge move at first. I was expecting that we do continue running, sweep out buy side, and then run towards the true narrative. But it might just be more difficult than I expected because if it continues to consolidate and it wants to run down by the end of the day, then we're probably not going to get some nice buy side. Last little setup here. See what's going on the 1 hour. Powell should be beyond red folder. Coughs and market drops. That's so true. It's orange. Yes, but it's okay. A little good risk management. Your charts look different. Can you share the gold chart? This is the gold chart, actually. Not sure what you're talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean share the gold chart? We're looking at the gold chart right now. Marky, check ICT Dojo. The Discord channel or... Hey. That's valid. That is so valid. Still respecting it. How long it take you to become profitable? You're profitable once you have the mindset that you know your system works. You know, like I get funded every time I try an account, or even if you were to take a few trades, you're not affected by that because you know overall your system is profitable. Like on my live account, being able to take consistent withdrawals, that's what, like, how you determine that you're profitable. And it took me like a while actually just studying ICT and then seeing the stuff in different scenarios. And then just accepting that some days it's going to be very difficult to trade. Was definitely expecting some good volatility today. We didn't get it. We kept kind of... we got our first target. We got this right here, which was the candle with no wick. That was a good target. That was a good trade. Other than that, pretty difficult. Because then we just started consolidating and now we're melting off. So I was a little bit blinded on the 1 minute time frame. Check the 1 hour. There's nothing significant on the 1 hour. There's the stuff I mentioned earlier, the 4 hour high and then the daily bullish reaper. But I think I'm done looking for trades. I hit my 1% for the day. So we're walking away today. Little upset. Let's see. Okay. That's it for me. Just going to close this out a little early.
Order filled.
There you go, 1% hit. Not the kind of 1%, not the color we want to see, but we still accept it. Hope you guys enjoyed this live trading session. I don't want to force any more trades because I don't think it's a high probability day to be looking for some longs here. Close out your positions. Make sure that if you're trying to hold, you have a good stop loss on your positions. Have a good night, Marky. God bless. Yeah, God bless you guys too. We'll be live tomorrow for Asia session. Hopefully tomorrow gives us some more volatility. See you guys soon. Peace out. Okay, that was a good stream though, low key. We just gotta wait it out. Sometimes it's just about waiting for the higher time frame. Like there was something that the market still wanted to do. It was respecting this 30-minute, so that made me confident going in for longs because we were literally respecting it, like 3 30-minute candles. You know, 3 30-minute candles, and we barely missed a target up above. We missed this 4 hour target that I was looking for quite a while. And I was expecting that maybe we hit it today. Just because we barely missed it. And I do think that we will eventually run into it. But it seems like there was something that I wanted to do lower. I don't want to stay inside of this setup any longer because we're below the only thing that we have. You guys understand that? The only thing lower is down here. So if we're looking for buy side, then we don't want to be looking for it here because it can run down into this 4 hour. It could run down into this daily before it actually pulls back up. All right, ending the stream.